And it's bourbonblog.com. Good morning. We are live with friend Master Distiller Chris, Master Distiller of Woodford, of course. And you've been showing us the new $1,000 mint julep this morning.
That's right, Tom.
Cheers. I don't have a $1,000 mint julep, but I do have one made with Woodford that I've been enjoying with some mint from the garden. Tell us about this new mint julep. What's this year? It's celebrating the first female jockey in Kentucky Derby history. Tell us about it.
Yes, it's a dual celebration for Brown-Forman, for Woodford Reserve, of course, because Diana Crump, as you noted, 50 years ago in 1970, that was Derby 96. Weird to say 96 when we're at 146. Diana Crump broke the gender barrier, was the first female to race in a major race, much less the first in the Kentucky Derby. And she guided Fathom to the 15th place finish out of 17 horses.
Wow.
Now, the horse she rode, Fathom, was owned by Brown-Forman's just retired chairman of the board, W.L. Lyons Brown Sr. And of course, one of Mr. Lyons' sons is the late Owsley Brown II, our former chairman of the board of Brown-Forman. Right. And it was Owsley who led to the creation of Woodford Reserve. It was his idea to create a new bourbon with its own distillery, which became Woodford Reserve. So it's really special that this horse was a Brown family horse. And of course, Diana Crump set history on that horse. And that gives us this year's flavor theme or ingredients theme. Because, everybody wants to know, what's your recipe? What's your recipe? And these past few years, we've gone from exotic recipes, as you remember, Tom, to Kentucky flavored recipes, because now we say the $1,000 mint julep from Woodford is the best of Kentucky on the best day in Kentucky, which of course is Derby Day, whenever that happens to be. And so all of our ingredients have to have Kentucky ties. But okay, how do you figure that out? What's going to be this year's recipe? Well, as we talked about, Diana Crump wore silks that were these colors, turquoise, blue, and white. A little hard to see in the shiny light, but these silks gave me the inspiration, and our assistant master distiller, Elizabeth McCall, working with me on using fruit, blue, purple fruit, as a source of this color. And it turns out that the official fruit, and I did not know we had an official fruit in Kentucky, is the blackberry. Okay, let's use blackberries, crush them. Well, let's use some jam. Let's do something someone else has done for us. Right. And then, of course, add the white, which is our simple syrup, diluting that color down and giving us some sweetness. And instead of putting mint leaves, as we've always done in the julep, we made our own Woodford Reserve mint bitters. So a couple of drops of the mint bitters. And now we've got this beautiful sort of turquoise color-based sweetener, a smash, which of course the julep is. And then we add our crushed ice, Kentucky water, of course. And then we add our Woodford Reserve. And of course, we like to say it's the best 2 ounces in whiskey. Boom, boom, 2 ounces of Woodford in the cup. And then we're going to garnish with mint again. And this year, we're garnishing with some good old Kentucky blackberries as well. Nice. So it's a really fun drink, and it tastes really good. So it's still a mint julep.
It looks incredible. Now, you're going to show us how to make it here in just a moment. The bitters that you made those bitters? Or tell us about how you, or the syrup, tell us how you made those.
Yes, now, the bitters were made at Brown-Forman's Bourbon Street Cafe. One of our chefs, Gary, loves to help us. He's been helping us over these years with some of our ingredients. So Gary made these unique mint bitters. He's got a few other locally grown herbs in them as well. So they're really neat. I'd like to commercialize them because they're so cool. So these were made at Brown-Forman. The jam is, Kentucky jam. You can go buy some anywhere, but we're going to send all these ingredients along with the cup and Woodford to people who buy the $1,000 and $2,500 mint juleps, because we can't make these at the track this year, but we still want to sell all the cups to benefit the disabled jockey fund, permanently disabled jockey fund. So people can buy these cups. They're going to get a magic box on their front porch with all the ingredients, except for the fresh blueberry, blackberries, and mint. That won't, you'll have to get that yourself. And they're not vital to the flavor. They're for the good looks, of course, and your own ice. And then on September 5th, we're going to have scheduled a time when virtually just like this, we're going to be together and everybody will walk through and will make their $1,000 and $2,500 mint juleps. So the only thing we're going to change is we're not going to be able to see you, Tom, at the track on Derby Day because we're not going to be there.
Right. No, that's so again, everybody gets to make them virtually this year.
Yes.
And again, celebrating a wonderful, amazing part of history with what this woman did as the first female jockey to run in Derby, and also just a great the permanently disabled jockey fund, so important. You have one of the gold cups there too, I see.
Yes. So we have 25 gold cups, and they're numbered 1 through 25. And these, of course, are the $2,500 cups. Beautiful gold plating. Both the silver and the gold cups have the silks engraved on them. Now, they're the turquoise color, the white, etc., is in the box in the silks. But the engraving of the actual design is on the cup, along with the twin spires, of course, in a beautiful silver Woodford Reserve bottle. The silver cups are just the reverse. They have a gold Woodford bottle, same engraving, a gold sipping straw. The gold cup gets a silver sipping straw. And the silver cups are numbered 26 through 146. So a total of 146. Derby 146, of course, is the inspiration for the number of cups. And again, the proceeds are going to the Permanently Disabled Jockeys Fund. And Diana Crump was actually injured as a jockey. I'm sure many jockeys are. What a dangerous sport, a dangerous profession they lead. So it was her choice, and we were very happy to say that's great. We'll give the proceeds there.
That's amazing. And again, do you have one? Did you want to make one, or did you have one made to show us, or what did you?
There is one. You want to make one?
Sure, let's make one.
Let's make a $2,500.
We'll get some instruction from the pro himself while here on Bourbon Blog Live and show us how it's done.
I just love this gold cup, and the cups were all made from the vault, which is in St. Matthews, Kentucky. So again, local, which is great. So I'm going to start, Tom, with our unique Woodford Reserve and Kentucky herb bitters. Put a few drops in. So there's no actual crushed mint in this year's mint julep, but it already smells so wonderful. Plenty of mint. Now we're going to get some of that blackberry jam, about a bar spoonful, and to make sure it's sweet enough and to dilute the color, I'm going to put in 2 bar spoons. Maybe we'll do a little bit more today of simple syrup, and just going to mix that up in the bottom of the cup, and that's going to give us our beautiful fruity, sweet character. And as we've talked about years and years past, Woodford Reserve is a very fruity bourbon, plenty of esters, lots of blackberry notes in Woodford Reserve because of our long fermentation with the unique Woodford Reserve strain of yeast. So this flavor goes perfectly with Woodford Reserve. So now I've got the blackberry, the syrup, the mint bitters, and we're going to add ice, and of course crushed ice. And let's start putting that ice in here. And as you always know, when we've talked in the past, before you fill the cup up with ice, you want to put in your sipping straw, because as that ice packs, it's going to be difficult to put that straw in later. We're going to get a sprig of mint for good looks, but of course it'll add some aroma to each and every sip. And already it's hard. There we go. I had a hard time putting it in that ice. And a little more ice.
Looks incredible, Chris. And I'm already have one I'm drinking too. It's just
okay.
Feeling the Derby spirit.
Yes. And now the greatest 2 ounces in bourbon, the greatest 2 ounces in whiskey.
2 ounces of bourbon.
Woodford Reserve. There we go. The official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby. And of course, the presenting sponsor, which we're so proud of that sponsorship. You know, Brown-Forman has been a sponsor and a participant in the Derby for now over 30 years. We've got a long relationship with Churchill Downs, but never the presenting sponsor until a few years ago, which is just tremendous. So the rest of the crushed ice on top. And then we're going to finish our garnish with a couple of beautiful Kentucky blackberries that I grow myself here at the house.
Yeah. You have a little blackberry garden there. That's very nice.
And there is a $2,500, not a $1,000, a $2,500 mint julep. There we go.
Cheers, Chris. It's so great.
Cheers.
It already feels like Derby. You know, if you had to take a guess, how many mint juleps do you think you've had in your Woodford lifetime?
Oh gosh, I quit counting. One year I did count early on, back when we became the official bourbon of Churchill Downs at the Kentucky Derby in 1999, Derby 125. I made 76 mint juleps that week.
Oh man!
All on air. All, you know, for good folks like yourself.
You've made
76.
Yeah. So I know I've had at least 30 or 40. We've been doing this for 15 years. I probably have had 30 with you, but you've done a great job. Just you know, so is Woodford for Derby, for the industry. It's going to be a whole different experience this year. But again, those mint julep cups are on sale. Woodford Reserve mintjulep.com if you want to purchase.
That's right.
It's an amazing contribution to a wonderful cause, and obviously. We're not going to be seeing you at Derby this year, but we're looking forward to seeing you hopefully for a sip soon. I got to tell everybody, it's so cool. What you're at is actually, this is a basement bar studio that's been built there. That's a great looking bar you have. I'm gonna take myself away. That's your basement, right?
Yes, it is. And the brand team wanted us to look good because we knew we were going to be doing lots of virtual programming for the foreseeable future. So I donated a corner of the basement. We painted it, brought in this bar. This is a Woodford Reserve bar. You can't see the front of it. I've got the logos on the wall. I've got studio lights, cameras.
Very nice.
Monitors, you name it. Action.
You've done a great job, my friend. It's so good to see you. You look great. We're both in our Derby attire, all ready for Derby. And hopefully when this whole thing's over, you and I will be together for a sip very soon.
We certainly look forward to that, Tom.
Absolutely, my friend. Thanks for making the mint julep, the $1,000 and the $2,500 mint julep here live on bourbonblog.com. Again, it's Woodford Reserve mintjulep.com to learn more about the program and to purchase one of those mint juleps. And you have the bottles. I have the very special bottle too, which we know has it does have the wrong date on it. It's already a collector.
And guess what? These cups, which were finished from the vault, obviously before May 2nd, because we did not know the Derby would be postponed, also are engraved May 2nd. So there's all sorts of fun little trivia things that, not that these aren't absolutely collectible to begin with, but even more collectible.
We'll have some real stories to tell in the years coming and the years ahead. And we wish everyone a real happy and safe Derby this year that we'll be going. And thanks for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Cheers.
We'll see you soon, I hope.
Thanks for everybody watching. Absolutely.